This game is guaranteed to break your brain, as I've become trapped in a mind-bending world where perception is reality. Change a block's size by looking at it, clone these alarm clocks to make a staircase, heck, why not grab the moon to solve this puzzle? So get ready to have the very fabric of your reality warped as I get every single Steam achievement and 100% Superliminal.
Are you filled with feelings of self-doubt?
Definitely.
Do you find yourself prone to minimizing massive dilemmas? Or for allowing the smallest problems to get blown completely out of proportion?
Kind of.
The Pierce Institute, our patent-pending Somnosculpt technology, provides safe and effective dream therapy.
Dream therapy? Anything messing with your dreams, man, makes me scared. Also, brief warning, this game has a couple of flashing lights, so if you're sensitive to that, you might want to sit this one out. I wake up inside my dream, where I'm forced to sign a quick contract, head down a long hallway, where I then find a room. What's this? Perception is reality. Grab. Okay. Okay. What the heck? That one's huge. Oh! Okay, I get it now. I grew it by putting it like that. So can I shrink this by, like, doing this? Haha! Okay, perception is reality. I get it. Oh, there's a jump button. That's awesome.
Terms of service accepted. Congratulations on falling asleep.
Okay.
Welcome to Somnosculpt. Your progress may be monitored by qualified specialists. This orientation will adapt you to eyelids, our interactive, lucid induction dream state in which you retain full consciousness and control.
That seems harmful. Are they gonna, like, take over my mind? What is this therapizing? Whoa, what's going on here? No objects. I'll do what I want. Okay, yep, probably no objects. Whoa, I made this huge. This game's awesome. So can I make it even bigger by going like this? Holy crap, but then I made it tiny. Cool. I head into the next room, but I'm immediately incredibly confused. Looks like I gotta stand here. Okay, but I can't bring any objects in here. So, can I, like, grab something? Aha! Oh, easy. Now I've got to get up to this door, so I grab the letter block again and enlarge it as much as I possibly can. The easiest way to expand something I found is just to raise it above your head as quickly as possible. This lets me now jump on top of it and head right through the door. Whoa, whoa!
Confirm.
The orientation voice comes on again to tell us that she's just an automated worker here to aid our transition into this dream therapy state, and is not actually a real human worker. Dang, even in the dream world, AI is still stealing our jobs. Okay, there's a thing there, and then is there a button here? Okay, that seems easy enough. Why don't I just pick? Yoink. Oh, okay. Can I just... Yeah. Oh, that was easy. Oh, this is easy. Piece of cake. Hold right click to rotate. Okay. Oh, so this can probably be like a ramp, right? Where do I need to go? Up there. I see. So, go like this. Then I grab the big thing, right? And if I go like this, I make it even bigger. But I think it needs to be even bigger. Oh my god, I think I might have made it too big. Oh, about right. Okay, that should work, right? Oh, nice.
During eyelids, you will lose the ability to awaken suddenly due to realizing that this is a dream.
What? Basically, what the orientation lady is telling us is that we're stuck here until we complete whatever she's asking of us. And, like, the fact that I've been dropped inside of this endless dream reality where the laws of reality don't apply should be stressing me out. But how can I be stressed out with all this smooth jazz playing, baby? That's why I divorced my ex-wife in an elevator. I find a door with some wood panels that I can tear off, which leads me into a dark, ominous backrooms-looking hallway. The frick? Dream soda?
Warning. You have deviated from the orientation pathway. At the Pierce Institute, patient safety is a keynote in our corporate priority tetrahedron. A variable degree of force can and will be authorized to ensure patient safety. Please return to the orientation pathway.
Feeling the repercussions of the people who control my comatose body, I scurry out of the alleyway, but I make sure to take my dream soda with me. While playing around with it, I manage to accidentally smack it onto the ground, earning me the achievement for breaking a soda can. Now for the actual puzzle we're supposed to be solving, there's a button inside this tiny alcove, so clearly we need to make this children's block small enough to fit inside there. But shrinking things in this game is a lot easier said than done. What if I stand over here? Yeah, I made this really tiny now. Oh no, I made it pretty big actually. Okay, that should be good. Oh god, okay. It's kind of hard because you can't really, like, carry things, because once you carry it, it's like changing the size. Oh, I did it. Okay, something, what the heck is that? Gruntilda freaking body frame looking thing. Where am I supposed to go? Well, clearly something in here, right? Okay, there's that, looks like kind of creature is that? Okay, I think this is supposed to go in there. Oh, but it's too big now. Okay, I made it huge by accident. The exact opposite of what I wanted. It started off here, then bop. Oh, but how do I get it through the thing? Can you, like... No, I can't, like, apply... Oh, never mind. I'm a goat. In our next section, we've got two rooms. One's got the button we need to push, and the other the block we need to push with it. Only problem is that there's a door between them that doesn't allow us to carry objects through it. Okay, so it says really no objects here, right? But It looks like I can jump over this, which I don't know how that would actually help me. Can you like be on top of something and grow it? Not really, no. Can I just break this? No, doesn't look like it. Oh, what if I just, like throw it over? Grabbed it from like the complete opposite side, right? Then I've got the height and I just go. Ah, nice! Haha! You can't beat me, Superliminal. The next room's got a bit of a different issue, though. This ain't good, because I don't see any items. Can I grab this light? No. I see the lights. The lights feel significant, maybe? Huh? What the heck? Oh, wait, maybe I can use the sign. Haha! Okay, but now how do I get this over there? Like, how am I supposed to put that on top of that? Oh, what if I made it so big that it hits both of them at the same time? Boom! Oh, but we gotta rotate it a little bit like this. Oh, but I changed the size now. Whoopsies. Oh no, I'm making it so much smaller. Okay. Eventually, I managed to get the sign to the right size and blaze through the next 2 doors, which brings me to a room where once again there's a switch with no way to press it. Okay, well, there's obviously something back here. What the heck's going on over there? I have a ramp. There's a brick wall there, so I can't get past there either way. So am I like breaking in? Like, why are things not working? After messing with the cheesecake for a while, I accidentally make it huge and landed on myself, which... Oh! I just can knock down the walls. Okay, cool. Whoa. Oh, so that wasn't the final door. Maybe that was part of it? I can't tell if I'm like breaking the rules or like this is like part of the dream orientation. All right, it doesn't look like there's anything I can do around here. So I guess I'll just keep going forward. Oh my god, that actually made my butthole go whoop. Wait, was I not sleeping there before? Was that just the intro to my sleep? Oh no, I woke up. Oh, I woke up in my dream suite, I see. Maybe I need to go to a different suite now? Or is this part of the dream? 3 a.m. Me when you're. That fire extinguisher and the fire alarm next to it are the first of the game's collectibles. There'll be tons of both of them hidden around the levels that we'll need to be on the lookout for. There's another soda machine in the lobby, and this time I order the green soda, which I tried tossing in a nearby trash can. Come on, get in there. Can I actually throw it away? What the heck? Let me get it in there. Oh, I did! And I got an achievement! Fail at throwing away your trash bin. What? Why did it spit it back out? With that achievement grabbed, I explore around a bit more until I realize I can pick up and shrink this exit door, allowing me through. However, the same cannot be said for all of the exit doors. Exit temporarily moved. How do you move an exit? I try exploring around a bit for the new moved exit, but everywhere I go, it just looks like a dead end. What? Oh, is that a bar sticking out? Oh my god. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, that confused me. Oh my god. That hallway leads me into another room where seemingly nothing is happening. No items to grab, buttons to push, or puzzles to solve. But just like the last time this happened, it was time to rely on the exit signs to find a way out. Can I like do something like if I move all these, I can make something else the exit? Like, is that stupid? I tried turning all of the room's exit signs towards this door to signify it as the exit, but alas, this does not work. This ain't no Baba is you. No, instead, I need to enlarge an exit sign where I can then use it as a ramp to climb out. And by leaning it towards the center, I'm able to access a secret area. Huh? Staircon these nuts, bro. With that incredible discovery now unearthed, it was time to head into the right direction towards the exit. A radio.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to talk to you about being special. So special, in fact, that we have no idea where you are.
What?
But not to worry. We're working on it.
Oh, so my dreams broke the program? What the heck is this? Baldy's ply corrugated? Jesus, I can't read, dude. I'm like, might be stupid. Arg, I'm a pirate. Eggshell. Am I supposed to memorize this stuff? Oh, okay, what if I do this? I think it might be impossible to solve, but it might spell a word. This has to be gibberish, right, guys? I feel like I'm stupid for even looking at this. All right, let's get like a Nepo baby sort of thing going on. We've got B minus 9 over. We distribute this W, so we get WAB. Whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. How to simplify fractions. How D gonna be on the top and the bottom? I'm gonna spoil the ending of this for you. I would proceed to spend the next 15 minutes trying to solve this equation, only to realize that A, it can't be simplified any further than it already has been, and B, it is a meaningless equation that has no relevance in the game in any way. So yeah, just a bit of that classic Shawnee brilliance right there. Back to the game, I do manage to find this blueprint behind the wall here, and when I click it, it fills itself in. So not sure what that means, but it seems important. I go through the next hallway and find a door that's too high for me to reach, so I go searching in the next room for a way to reach it. What are these black and white things? Oh, it's just... Whoa, that's trippy. How in the heck? What the freak am I supposed to do? How do I get up there? I didn't see anything in this room that I could use. This was trippy. Did it serve a purpose, or was it literally just to trip me out? Hello? Is this thing on? Am I all alone? I need a bigger gun. I'm clicking everything in the room. I'm clicking everything in the room. Don't know what the heck I'm supposed to do, so I click everything in the room. Is it even possible to see the optical illusion?
That was so cool. Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. That was really cool. Holy crap, I'm a genius. Oh my god, that was awesome. Ooh, that was really cool.
I used my cube to head up to the next layer where I noticed some more weird markings on the wall.
This is an optical illusion too, it looks like.
If I walk back far enough, the illusion forms into a table with a vase on it. That vase was the missing piece I needed to materialize this other block in the back. Now with both of my lovely little cubes, I can jump onto this railing into the next section.
Push bar to open. Oh wait, I gotta get this. Oh, but maybe I have to be standing up there for this optical illusion to work, because right now it looks way too big. Oh, well, I can take these blocks with me, it looks like.
I used the blocks to get over to the other platform to find the missing piece of the illusion, but no matter how good I line it up, I just can't seem to activate it. That is, until I just try to grab it out of the air.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting at all, but I liked it.
In the following room, I find another radio that I can activate and listen to.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'm just popping in to give you a quick update on where you are.
You still don't know.
We still don't know.
But I'm
please
cracked.
keep moving forward, and hopefully you prefer frequent updates to being reminded that you are completely lost.
I'm in dream hell. Okay, what happened here? Someone gooed, but I think to see this, I have to get up there. But how am I gonna get up there? But there's nothing for me to... Oh, there is! Look! I get this block first. Haha! Can't outsmart me, game. Then we go like this, and then... Do I actually need a... Oh, no, that worked. Okay. Whoa, there's a door there. Okay, looks like we can't quite get up there yet, though. Looks like we need another block to get there. Well, I can jump up here. That much I know. Then what about this? Can I even jump on this thing? Let's test that first. That gave me hope. Wait, this is a king, I just realized. I'm calling it a queen this whole time. You tried to outsmart me, game. Think again. Use the nook in opticals. They're calling these nuts, bro. Oh, I found a die. Featuring guest speakers from across the stair building world. Am I a stair builder? Is that why I'm dreaming about stairs or something? Why does it look like there's like a pawn there, like it's jeweled in amber?
The next room doesn't make me destroy my items, and it's open air. So I get this insane idea that if I climb to the top of the roof, I'll be able to access some sort of secret area.
They may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the... What? Was that an invisible ceiling? Am I crazy? Did I just experience an invisible ceiling? A glass ceiling? Well, the glass ceiling was meant to be smashed, brother. Third wave, baby. There's a glass ceiling, actually.
Unfortunately for me, no amount of Pokemon Go to the pole shirts are gonna allow me to smash this ceiling. My plan is a complete failure, and I'm forced to proceed to the normal path. After another audio message from Dr. Glenn Pierce tells us that they're still unable to find us, I find myself in a room with no exit.
Oh, no way. I can take the moon. Dude, what did I say? I'm Leshy, bro. Whoa, it just floats. Cool. Oh, there's a little thing on it.
On top of the moon, I can find a bunch of different little objects, like a cheesecake, a block, and eventually the exit door. Now, while I could easily just walk right out that door now and head into the next level, I have a theory that I can jump through these little holes in the roof. And even though I just essentially tried the same thing 5 minutes ago and it wasted 10 minutes of my time, I was determined to try again. Now, I tried for a good long while to get up those windows, but maneuvering all these objects to create a perfect ramp is no easy task.
Because the cheese is extremely helpful. Whoa, maybe I can get out there. What if I make the cheese bigger? Well, that's certainly not a good start if that's the plan. This is big, but it needs to be bigger. Oh, I'm the goat! Why else would they make this if I'm not to climb on it? Look, there's a disco ball out there. Oh, I want the disco ball. Oh, I want that. Oh, my freaking cheese is so small now. It's kind of hard to grow things up here. What if I put the maximum size cheese on top of the maximum size block, right? I'm having trouble making the cheese any bigger than it already is. What if I just get this huge? Why is that not becoming large? Okay, I've actually made it as small as I possibly can. How do I get this on top of the block? Like that. That didn't work. It couldn't have worked less. And now it's small too, so I think you gotta use this as a jumper, because watch this. I can go like scoop. Yeah, and then I can hit the block. Yeah, and then from here, I just need to take the cheese. As long as I can get the cheese big now, like, I think this is kind of set in stone. Joe, I think we did it. Actually, Joe, I think we've never been further. Okay. Oh, no! Oh, God. Okay, that looks... I think... I actually looked at that for a second. I was like, I think we got it. And then I just, like, had to take a step back. And I was like, actually, we've never been further away. Oh, my God. We have never been closer. Use the moon. The moon's the last piece. The last jumping block. Oh, my God. That's why it floats. Go like this. You go... Okay, that was awful. Okay, it looked bad, I swear. But we're close. What the heck did I say? Greatest of all time. If I don't get anything for doing that, you better give me an achievement. Oh, I know I needed to do that. That was something. It did it before.
Yes, my reward for doing all that was another one of those blueprints. And honestly, even though those are like needed to complete the game, it was a little underwhelming. I was hoping for like some super secret Easter egg or like a lore drop or something like that. Irregardless, I head on through the exit door and head down the elevator to the next level. I wake up once again in that same dream suite with the same hallway and that same dang soda machine. This time I order myself a random soda, which is actually a separate type of soda and doesn't just give me a random soda.
This is an automated message for all patients who attempted to use an alternate pathway to access the next phase of somnasculpt therapy but who have become trapped in a dream state paradox instead. Your decisions imply a failure of orientation, which reflects negatively on the standard orientation protocol. You will rectify this failure immediately.
How is it my fault? Isn't it your guys' fault for the way you orienteered me? I mean, I went into this with an open mind. I'm trying to get therapy.
I use this die I find to jump onto the ledge of the next room, where I find another die lying on the ground.
What the heck? What could this possibly mean?
I crawl through the vents for a bit before Miss Automated Voice Lady tells me that the average adult can only withstand 3 to 5 dreams per night. And seeing as this is our third layer of this dream therapy thing, that is not boding well for our general survival.
So why is my mind making this? Is this one of those games where I'm not really supposed to care about the story and just think that the puzzles are fun? Because that's kind of where I'm at. Gymnasium. What? Whoa. Me when you're mom. Oh, like this isn't even perception as reality, right? This is just move poles, right? Like, am I missing something here? What the heck is going on? I'm so confused.
Eventually, I realize that all I have to do is lower this dice pole onto the floor, and then I can grow this other one out from the wall, allowing me to jump onto the platform.
What the... Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, probably.
Luckily, I can use the now segmented ramp block to climb up to the next room where I can grab yet another dice block.
Whoa! Ah! I don't know why that scared me. Whoa! Ah! What the? Oh my god, I did not like that. I really did not like that. What the heck? Where am I? Oh, I'm in the elevator. What? Huh? Isn't this where I started? Oh no, this is different. Feeling lucky? Okay. So he's like, because all this stuff is reflecting him, right? Like he works in the stare industry. He's a gambler. Like dice everywhere. He has a kid. This is my 4th dream, isn't it? There's whatever this therapy was supposed to be doing. Isn't that 9/11? I think it's just supposed to be a cloud that you interpret, however you interpret, and you know what? I saw what I saw.
This time I order myself the mini soda, which, you know, is tiny.
Oh, what the heck? Did I just teleport? Oh, actually, I'm kind of scared. The heck? This is freaky. What? That just changed things. He works at a meatpacking industry. Why is there blood hand? I would like to leave. I would like to wake up, and I would like to go home, and I would like to die, and I would like to feel sweet embrace of death. What is going on in this? Did you guys hear that? Oh, gotta take a day off. Even Jesus rested on Sunday. Plants! I'm leafophobic. Die, 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 die. Oh, diet soda. That's actually really funny. There's blood on the ground, I'm noticing. Holy crap. I was trying to look at the door to see if it... What the heck? Oh, okay, I see the key. I could use a flashlight.
I follow the path over the pit until I reach its end, which also just happens to not reach the other side of the pit.
There's gotta be another path, right? Because this is just a free jump then. How am I supposed to make that? In a million years, how am I supposed to make that? Oh, 1,000,001 years it is. What do you got?
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn
Yeah, I
Pierce,
know, you told me that.
and I'd like to talk more about the feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt I mentioned before. You feel this way because you want the kind of happy life you see all around you, the kind you know everyone else is enjoying.
Hate that.
And that's exactly why we're here to help.
I like that this supposed doctor's best idea for his little therapy vlogs is just to point out that we're having issues and then not mention a single way that we can fix them. I mean, this entire dream has been incredibly scary. How could even having a dream with these assets be in any way helpful? Is this even a therapy session? Is Glenn Pierce even a real doctor? But with no way to get the answers, I'm forced to walk further into the dark and brooding unknown of this nightmare.
Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like it. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. There's no way there's a jump scare in this game. Was that there before?
If you keep walking backwards, eventually you'll see an arrow that leads you to a hidden staircase. Miss Automated Voice Lady comes on again to tell us that since we're like 4 layers of dream deep, we're almost certainly gonna die with no way out. So, you know, that's nice. The next room stumps me for a bit. You can grab this red exit sign, but there doesn't appear to be any way to actually move through the door. I tried just about everything to the sign, but I still can't make my way through. Eventually, I realize that the sign is a emitting a small bit of light, so I carry it down into the next room and realize that the darkness that I had spotted before was actually a completely separate path that was just covered in darkness. Using the sign as my flashlight through the box maze, I managed to make my way through and into the next room, and also brandished with an exit sign. However, this one's got a barrier which prevents me from taking the sign into the next room. Instead, what I need to do is expand the sign's size. That way it shines a light large enough through the glass wall here, letting me then see a path into the next room.
Did you know that unintentional multi-dream layering occurs in less than 1% of patients? This correlates strongly with the 99% of patients who are able to follow simple instructions from the standard orientation protocol.
What did I do wrong? I still don't quite understand.
I head through a dark hallway, and at the end sits a blue idea generator that I decide to turn on.
What was that? Oh, it was a battery I turned on. Oh my god, that's pretty funny. What the heck? I don't like this, I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh no, it's fine.
Turns out that this section wasn't really scary as we initially thought. The darkness was just a power outage, the red blood everywhere was just a spilled can of paint, and thinking back, a lot of the other scares were fake outs as well, like the dye sodas and the chess pieces who looked like foreboding figures. This layer of the dream really plays into the main idea that perception is reality. We thought this area was some sort of creepy haunted house, when in reality, it was just a regular school in the dark. You know, maybe we'll be alright in these dream layers, and the whiteboard is telling us that we need to sleep or we may die. Well, all we can do is head further down into the next level.
Oh my. Okay, well this is the... Okay, can you just stop?
In the lobby, I order the final dream soda, diet soda, earning me the soda connoisseur achievement.
So with all these muted colors now, I mean, clearly it means something. I should clearly take this door with me. Oh, this is in the employees only lounge. I wonder what the puzzle was here. Guess I'll never know, because I cheated. I took the door in. Oh, T. Oh, I can make infinite of these. You can tell I'm playing on PC because my Nintendo Switch would have crashed already otherwise. Oh, we're getting to the freaky deaky part of this all. This is a little freaky deaky, I'm not gonna lie. What's going on? Why is everything multiplying? Like losing my mind. Wait, oh, I'm trapped. M. Night Shyamalan. Oh, wait a second. Oh, you gotta make a little staircase. Zoop. Zoop, 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 zoop. Aha! I've outsmarted you, Superliminal. Boop. Oh, the clouds were a lie. Right click to return. Right click to return. I want to get up there though. Final fire extinguisher. Aha! Aha! Oh, you only get one shot at each of these. Oh my. Okay. I see now why right click is to return, because you could easily mess this all up for yourself. Not me though. I'm built a little bit different. Scoopity, poopity, in your loobity. Oh, it got scary again. I was hoping that would happen. When did my thing become a little smiley face? I like it. You need to get it off, right? So you need to like bash this. Am I crazy? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Uh-oh. I don't think I did this very good. In fact, an apple for a head. What? What? Don't just say things like that. Okay, I think oh! Perfectly executed. I was gonna say, I think I messed that up. I'm clearly doing something. Now, what that is, I'm not entirely sure of yet. Okay, it's pushing apples down there, which is either really what I want or not. I guess those are the only two ways that things can be. I think you want to come up here and make some giant apples or something. Haha! Okay.
Warning. Dr. Pierce is frantically submitting numerous spelling and grammar mistakes into the standard orientation protocol in a desperate attempt to counsel you. I have no subroutine to correct these errors, but I cannot compromise the integrity of the standard orientation protocol. You will not receive these messages.
Aww.
They would not make sense regardless.
What do you want them? Soma Sculpt Gallery. So these were the bad guys, if I recall correctly. They're the evildoers to the dream guys, good guys, right? Or maybe these are just the guys who we sleep clinic. Okay, no, maybe this is just where we are.
Attention. Dr. Pierce continues to input significant errors. I will interpret his basic ideas. Hello, my introductions are redundant. I am a real doctor who went to doctor school. VR has never been a mistake. I can help you, but I also do not know how. Transmission ends.
Hello, name is my Pierce Dr. Glenn. To the Somnosculpt Welcome Experience,
what the heck?
Team of your care leader, patient years 10 development. Conditions struggle you whatever with? Professional invention.
Huh?
Edge science with cutting, a tomorrow can bright. And buts, no ifs or...
What? What's going on? I'm really confused, honestly.
Yes, I'm still confused, even though that was somehow more competent than 90% of my YouTube comments.
7 a.m. Holy crow, this is getting rough. Relaxation room. I don't feel like this is going to be very relaxing. It looks like the hallway from The Shining. What the heck? Wait, what? Oh, that's a projector, I see. There's so many ways to go. What's down here? Uh-oh. Glenn Pierce did. Doing goodness.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. This is a notification that you have reappeared on our monitoring system after a prolonged absence.
Oh, thank God.
Please continue to do whatever you did most recently, and discontinue whatever you were doing immediately prior to that.
What was I doing immediately prior to that? What did I change? Whoa! Uh-oh, this feels bad. No. Oh, I'm chilling. I'm actually chilling, though. Clearly, I gotta make this big, right?
After making the house big enough, I can actually fit through the door and explore inside. But as I walk through the hallway, there's another door. This takes me back outside, which is quite strange, as if you look through the house's exterior, it only has a single exit.
What? This is a different room? Oh, wait, is this just... What? Is this actually not confusing at all, and I'm just, like, making it out to be? Does this house need to be even bigger? I think it needs to be bigger to make that door bigger. Holy crow, I'm tiny now. That's pretty funny. Oh, this is really cool.
Dr. Glenn Pierce comes back in to repeat the same thing he has 400 other times throughout the game, and then we can head into the next room.
Giant Jenga. What do I do? Ah, I see. That's really funny.
I go through the now grounded door and head into the next room where there doesn't actually appear to be anything I can interact with until...
Whoa! The heck? If I make this big enough, can I just like scoot through the little thing like this? Haha! I've outsmarted you, game. Jeez, it's big in here.
Luckily, I hadn't made myself too small, and I'm still able to jump onto this box here and grab a hidden blueprint.
I knew there's a reason to come over here. And what's that? What the heck? What the heck was that? You can't just do that. Like I'm supposed to, what? The heck was that? Huh? Okay, I guess I'm just going on with my day now.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to read you my favorite inspirational quote by me. The worst thing you can do is focus on negativity. It won't spare you from the cage of death, the pain of disease, the cruelty of time, the cold shell of human nature, or the eventual loss of everything you've ever held dear. Whatever you do, don't focus on that.
I am now realizing that we've let ourselves be placed into a possible never-ending dream coma by a therapist whose advice basically boils down to, if you're thinking about being depressed, stop. The puzzle in this room, though, is by far one of the most annoying in the game. Like, obviously, I know that I need to go into the door on the bouncy house. But trying to size it large enough that I can fit through the door, and also small enough that I'm able to hop over the little ledge, takes me far too many attempts. Keep this in mind for later, as it's gonna cause me near hours of misery. Once inside, I can head through this vent that somehow lets me grab the bouncy castle that I somehow myself am currently inside of.
Oh, I see. This is how you make this big enough, I think, right? Wait, how am I doing that? I'm inside this right now.
I do finally understand here that your size itself can be altered by the size of the thing that you're exiting. Like in this case, I accidentally make the bouncy castle like really small, and when I exit through the door, I myself am now really tiny. Back in the vent though, I can now pick up the tiny bouncy castle and place it into the top exit ledge, which lets me walk out of the vent and into the bouncy castle and through the door. I then head through a hallway and into a door that severely trips me out.
What? Wait, so this is where I came from, right? No, wait, isn't that where... Huh? Didn't I just come from there? Wait, what? Okay, so what does this do? Oh, they're portals. I see. Oh, you have to put them on top of each other. So you go like this, because you got to make this big enough, but like small enough, so that this can line up with this perfectly. That seems good to me. Then this guy, put this here. We got to make you a little bigger, buddy. Okay, right? Then I do this. Maybe I got to get further out to be able to like... Okay, maybe I got to make this smaller. Not this guy. You're fine. You, I think I need to make a little smaller. Oh, geez. Okay, this is looking good. Oh, that was too close, I guess. Okay, that didn't work very well. Maybe I just need to get further away so I have more. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Oh, that seemed to work.
With my doors now perfectly placed on top of each other, I can teleport through the bigger bottom one onto the top and jump over to the keyhole.
What? Ooh. Whoa. This is cool. So that's that.
I find a house and move it onto the table, with this clearly being the right way to go, but...
This looks like where I want to go next. So, in terms of my completionist, I don't want to go there. Because I thought I saw a little crack here.
This single decision would have me waste the next 40 minutes of my life and lead to having a near complete mental breakdown. First, I get it in my head that these pawns, this apple, and this soda can are placed very suspiciously, and there must be a way to jump from one to the next. I use the ramp of the house to jump from one piece to the other, which proves to be far more difficult than you would think.
No! That's a scary jump. Yep. and it had reason to be. Oh, nuts. Well, now how am I supposed to get up there?
Yeah, once I fall onto the floor here, I'm completely trapped down here and forced to restart from the last checkpoint.
Been here in 21 minutes? Jeez. Oh, I gotta do this one again, too?
And this time, no matter what I try, I can't seem to get this little door onto the big one. After about 10 minutes of experimenting and trying 10 million different ways, I finally make a huge realization about how you're actually supposed to solve this room. You see, if you hadn't caught on already, the theme of literally every single puzzle in this chapter is manipulating your size. So if I make one door really tiny and one really big, and then go through the tiny one...
Oh, now I'm huge. Oh, this took me like 2 seconds now.
Now that I'm huge, I can just stroll up to the keyhole, plop the door down, and boom. Solve the puzzle in 2 seconds. This also lets me explore the next room much easier, as I can make myself 10 times bigger, meaning it doesn't take 40 hours to traverse every centimeter of this room.
Aha! Now I'm huge. And there was nothing up here after all. Okay, well, it truly was a fool's errand. Aha! I wasn't stupid. There was actually a reason to do all this. That was very validating.
With the blueprint secured and my ego intact, I can finally head through the house portal and down the next elevator.
3 a.m.? Wait, what? What the heck happened? What? Huh?
Emergency exit protocol initiated. Please prepare to conclude your Somnasculpt experience in 10, 9,
Wait, I'm not ready.
Error.
Oh.
Error logged by.
Orientation protocol.
Stand by for analysis.
Because I'm back in the orientation. Because it's 3 a.m. again. Well, that's pretty bad. Oh, there's blood. Oh, no.
You are exhibiting signs consistent with an increase in fear, hopelessness, and frustration. This is inconceivable, as Somnasculpt therapy is proven to correlate with a decrease in these emotions.
Okay, bad news. I'm stressed out and I'm anxious and this therapy is not working at all.
Hypothesis. Patient was improperly oriented. Conclusion. Impossible. Instruction. Continue with Somnasculpt therapy indefinitely on an independent basis, as all orientation resources have been exhausted. This concludes your standard orientation protocol. Goodbye.
What? Oh, I'm looped? Oh no, this is different. What the heck is going on? At least it let me took my can.
Now, back in the therapy lounge, I try heading down the hall, but once again, I'm randomly sent back to that opening bedroom. In fact, no matter how many times I try and walk away, I'm just continually warped back there.
I'm trapped in here now. Open up. I want to hit the fire alarm. Oh, I forgot. I need to do this. What? Oh, I woke up, maybe? No. What? Huh? What? What the freak is going on? What's with all the diet soda and carrots? Does this all mean something? Be quiet, please. Oh! Okay, then. Think we got out of the loop. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. What am I supposed to do now? I think I'm trapped here forever. This is bad. That's really bad. What? I must be missing something because I don't know what the freaking hell I'm supposed to do. Just start naming things. Object permanence is perception is real. I would have never guessed that in a million years. I'm glad I accidentally figured that out. What the freaky? Whoa. That's freaky. Not gonna lie. That freaked me out. What? Am I stuck in a loop? Hey, didn't I already do that? What the frick? What the heck was that? What? Huh? What the heck just happened? Why is this paw in my op? Whoa, okay.
With the gravity now all wonky, I'm forced to fall down into this room where it seems like there's no exit. That is, until I try clicking on the actual exit door.
Oh. That doesn't seem good. What the frick? What the heck's going on? Huh? This just seems generally not good, guys.
Of course, nothing is more challenging than the difficulty of changing perspective, of fundamentally altering your perceptions in a way that will enable you to face dire, trial-by-fire scenarios with solutions that could not be found otherwise.
Whoa, what the heck? Where am I? Okay, well, let's get that block. That's definitely not the solution. Like that, maybe? That looks a little off. That looks right. No, maybe back a little bit. Oh! What the frick? Hey, I wasn't done. I wasn't freaking done with that. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, this is not seeming good. This music is scaring me. Am I doing a dream heist or something? Oh, well, that's good. Oh, it actually was just kind of moved.
This new exit leads me into hall number 1, a place that seems harmless on the surface, but would end up being a torture chamber of complete and utter misery.
Perception is not reality? Okay, then just stop perceiving. Beat that, bro. Oh. Okay, now it says hall 3. No, why are you tricking me? What the heck you mean? Okay, maybe I just have to go... What? But it says stop. What? Maybe, what am I doing wrong? It keeps bonking me, but there's no exit over there. Huh? Okay, wait, maybe this is part of the game. I know that the sign is pointing like a way that I have to go, but I can't go that way because it's a dead end. Can't move that. Can I move this or something? I feel like I'm in like a poorly made escape room. Okay, it finally is it just chance? Or am I actually doing something wrong? Because then this is gonna go, What the freak is going on? I thought this was like part of the game or something, but clearly I'm doing something wrong. What? Do I have to like go back through here? Maybe? No. What am I doing? Well, I can't change where the sign goes. I don't even have the slightest inclination of what I'm supposed to do. Like, I don't even feel like I'm like, okay, like cooking at all. There's no cooking here. No cooking was done here.
I tried just about everything I can here, like not looking in either direction at all, looking backwards, heading back to the door I entered from, but nothing works. I know that obviously this little exit arrow is supposed to be pointing from where the exit will be, but sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. I just cannot understand. And look, I've been stumped on a lot of different puzzles throughout this game, and all of them were completely my fault. This game has a brilliant way of making you feel just so satisfied whenever you find out the solution to these mind-bending rooms. This was not one of those times. What I eventually learned is that whichever way you look initially is the way the wrong way side will appear. Because of this, you need to look the opposite way of the exit arrow, that way the exit actually appears on the right side. This game doesn't tell you in any way that the first side you look towards is going to be a dead end, nor has it ever introduced that looking a certain direction can manipulate paths. In a sea of brilliant puzzles, this one just feels absolutely rotten. Anyway, I head into this room that looks like the background image for an AI YouTube music playlist called Liminal Beats and use the die to hop on to the next level.
Where'd the die go? Oh no, what the? Oh, how'd it get over there? These dang freaking chess pieces. They're following me everywhere. Oh shoot, I had that was a thing before. Now unbecame a thing.
I head down into this hidden hallway to pick up another blueprint and then grab this die to jump to the next level.
What the heck? What the heck's going on? Ah! What the heck? What the frick? Perception is reality. Oh, okay, so it is reality again. Okay.
I rush through the elevator maze and find some arrows on the ground leading me through, which lands me at an alarm clock that I figure I should shut off.
What the frick? Oh! How the heck that happened? Whoa. Oh, the door's gone. What the frick? Oh my god, that's just a wall. Was that always a wall? What the heck? Oh, I'm in a room. Huh? Was it always the case? No, come on. That is not a wall yet. It just became a wall. Okay. I'm not crazy. Well, I hope this... Oh, what if I don't... if I don't look at this, will it never become a wall? Nope, it still becomes a wall nevertheless. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say, Superliminal.
This is highly unusual. It appears you have entered the SPEEDRUNNING diagnostic framework. Patients do not have access to this dream. Diagnostic warning. Unrealistic use of dream objects may result in dream integrity fail states.
There we go. Okay, now I can go through here.
The back of this room over here seems to teleport through the little house I had been messing with, which doesn't really make any sense, but does allow me to shift my size. Which is convenient, as I can hear music coming from this little club-looking model on the table, Jungle's Bistro. By placing the house next to it, I can walk up to Jungle's Bistro and...
Whoa! Okay, now I'm here. So, can I go to Jungle's? Help wanted. Okay, I would like to inquire.
But despite all that work to get over to Jungle's Bistro, I met with some incredibly disappointing news. They are closed. Yes, my efforts completely in vain as I'm shut out from the business of my dreams. Just a thin drywall lie between me and the party of a lifetime, and I'm forced to turn around and go home. I'll get to you one day, Jungle's Bistro. If it's the last thing I do in this life, I will get to you, Jungle's Bistro. This leaves me pretty stumped on what exactly I'm supposed to do for a while. That is, until I actually listen to the announcement that keeps repeating from the automated therapy assistant.
Diagnostic warning. Paradox prevention protocols may not be fully implemented.
The paradox I had created destroys the very fabric of the dream reality around us until the entire screen goes completely white, and from the fog appears a single door. If I head through there, it transports me to a completely black hallway.
Not an exit. What the heck? But it looks like an exit. Whoa! Big world out there. I'm like, what am I doing? Huh? Whoa, Heaven. I don't want to fall. I want to stay in the black space. Nope. Oh, I'm in a blank space, baby. And let me tell you, I'm gonna write your name. Okay. Oh, no, I fell. Okay. Oh, no, I got caught. Okay, but I fall again? No. Oh, no, I go here. Wait, I'm, okay. I did it, I think. This looks like the end, maybe?
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce. And many years ago, I had a dream.
Oh my god.
I found
Glenn is Martin
myself
Luther
in a
King.
place
Wait, no, hold on.
where I understood that each of us begins as nothing, where everything I perceived was shaped by seeing it exactly the way I wanted to. white space.
That was it? You didn't have anything more to say? Whoa, whoa! What the heck? What am I doing? Whoa, where am I now? Erase me. Relaxiat. Mineral. They're minerals, Marie. Female toads. What? Is this my brain? Am I awake? The last door. I need to know. Am I Dr. Glenn Pierce? Or am I just some random guy? Whoa. What the? How? What the freak? How is that supposed to work? What? Okay, I guess this is a cube now.
But in white space, I also faced the greatest challenge I could imagine, because with a lifetime of life itself behind me and all of the weight that it carried, I realized that seeing things the way I wanted to was not as easy as it used to be.
What does any of this have to do with dream therapy? Was this all like a cover for him to do some freak stuff? So I kind of feel like we're in freak. Oh, that scared me. Do I finally wake up? What the frick? Am I playing? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I was just sitting here waiting for a cutscene to happen or something. Exit. What are you gonna say to me this time, Glenn?
You're well beyond dreaming now, and further out than anyone has ever come back from. But we hope that you won't get discouraged. After all, if this is a place of pure perspective, isn't it also a place where a different point of view could make anything possible? Isn't that why you came here?
So I can perceive anything that I want to be true, or no, the opposite of that?
The next room's got all these gigantic panels, but whenever I try walking into them, I immediately fall through them and back to where I started. See, the key is to use the chess pieces here on the table to stabilize each of these squares. I use these two pieces to slowly inchworm my way across the room and head into the next one.
Bye, kings. I have to go to the other side now. Zoom. Box. Door. Box. Door. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get up there. Like this, but then what? How do I get up there? How do I get up there? What? What? Huh? Where is that? Why can't I go through that? But that... What? What is going on? Hello? I'm so confused. If I'm holding it, can I go through? Oh. Oh, and then I can get the cheese. I see.
I used the cheese to reach the door and then navigate down the panels that are sticking out. Then it was just through this extremely trippy hallway and into what we've been looking for the entire time, the true exit. This has us fall through the alarm clock that's been haunting us from the very beginning, and then...
Are we finally done? Oh! That seemed good. Oh, wait, maybe I'm in the real world now because I can't touch those things.
My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and by now, you may have realized that all of this has happened exactly the way it was supposed to.
Did not realize that at all.
Everyone who comes to the Institute does so because they feel that they are no longer in control of something important to them.
So how did this help that?
But more often than not, the problem is not that the problems we face can't be solved. The problem is that we become so afraid of failure that we refuse to see our problems from a new perspective. And so we do the same things again and again and again. And therein, of course, we find exactly the failure we were looking for.
What? But what did this have to do with my problems? Am I crazy? Just felt like I did a bunch of fun puzzles. What? I don't think I got this game, guys. I mean, it was fun. The puzzles were really fun. I don't think I understood it.
Your life will always be a struggle, and you will always have problems. But today, you have the chance to see things differently. Even though it meant facing obstacles that seemed impossible at first, you thought outside the box, and you overcame them. Because you saw things from every angle, you understood them for what they really were. Because you kept moving forward, no matter how far off the path you were told you were headed, or how unexpected it became, you found your way.
So it's just supposed to be like, I'm determined and I can succeed, but doesn't that kind of lessen the impact now that I know it was all fake?
In a few minutes, you'll be back in the real world, and some part of you will say that none of this was real, so how could it have really meant anything? But just like the power of perspective itself, it will have been as real as you believed it to be. All you've got to do is wake up.
Cool. So I woke up in the game end and I got through. Okay. The plot was really not the best in this game, but the puzzles were awesome. Puzzles were really cool.
And yes, that was the main campaign of Superliminal. And honestly, like I said in the live clip, I don't really think I got it. Like, if I was forced to go through what I believe to be like 7 layers of dream hell, and that I was trapped inside, going to die for like an entire night, I do not think any amount of, oh, but you know what, I got out of there, would make me feel good. Honestly, I feel like this entire experience would make me more anxious in general. But whatever, you know, the puzzles are fun. But who cares about any of that? What really matters is those Steam achievements, of which we have not even earned a quarter of yet, which means we need to hop back in and do another playthrough of the game's campaign. The main reason we need to go back through this campaign is to pick up all 5 different collectible types. First, we've got the fire alarms, the fire extinguishers, and blueprints, which I've already started chunking into, but there were 2 more collectible types that I didn't even know we were supposed to be looking for. Firstly, remember when I like touched this random blue thing and it started like exploding and shined blue all over the place? Well, that was actually the first of the 15 chess pieces that we're supposed to collect around the map. These are usually hidden up on ledges or behind large objects. The final of these collectible types are called constellations. Around the map, there are these little black shadows that you can walk into, leading into an observatory dome. You're then able to collect a constellation. The fire alarms and extinguishers are both not all that interesting to talk about. They're pretty much on the normal path and mostly just require you to turn around when you enter each room. But some of the other collectibles require you to do some pretty interesting things. Like this blueprint in chapter 1, where you actually need to create a bridge over the hole that you normally fall down that ends the chapter. Only problem is that the hole's actually pretty big and the room you have to try and expand it in is pretty small. That means your best technique is to actually just try to use the hole itself to grow your bridge object, but that leads to more than a few errors.
No! My cheese! No! No exit sign! No!
Eventually, though, I managed to get this exit sign large enough and then can jump across it to reach chapter 1's blueprint. There's also a couple of normal achievements we need to grab on this second playthrough. Like these 2, where we need to put 1 soda can in the recycling bin and then another in the trash. I don't know why, but like 90% of the game's hidden chess pieces are just placed on top of air vents, so when in doubt, just go ahead and check the vents. In chapter 4, we actually missed an entire alternate ending to the game. See, if you head backwards through the halls after you've turned on the lights, you'll see this pawn sticking his head out. But when you go to confront him, he's gone. Keep following him until you find him in the room with the pit.
What the heck? Oh god. Oh my god, where are you going, bro? What was that? Did you just jump? Huh? What the freak? I don't remember any of this. Why is this throbbing? What the heck? What the freak? Whoa. I found you out, Pawn. He was monitoring us? Wait, what? That's an... Oh my god, that dog is so cute.
Yes, this is actually the dog ending, which features the credits rolling, just accompanied by the dogs of the many people who worked on this game, which honestly is just really cute and oh my god, he's eating him! This chess piece in the alarm clock room requires you to get pretty creative, as you've got to actually bring the alarm clock back into the previous room and then create a pile to the top of the, you guessed it, air vent. One of the most annoying chess pieces to get was this one in the sideways room with the exit door. You need to position the door like a ramp so that you can walk up it and into the hallway that it originally fell down from. While this is literally just making a door into a single ramp, it takes me 10 full minutes, as the angle you need to hit is just so incredibly specific. In total, grabbing all these collectibles takes me about 6 hours and 2 full playthroughs of the game, because after I went through the first time, I was still missing some of those fire alarms. On the bright side, maxing all of these collectibles comes with its own reward. First up, for the fire extinguishers, now when you press them in any of the game's modes, they'll shoot out this super satisfying fire instead. For the fire alarms, a button is added to the main menu, and when clicked, it will sprinkle little water down from the ceiling. Neat. Next up, for collecting all the blueprints, a room, Suite C, will open up back in chapter 6.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce.
Whoa!
And in addition to the occasional puzzle generated by your mind, you may also repeatedly see images of things that you obsessively dislike, such as avocados. We believe this happens because you're obsessed with them.
What? That's it?
Honestly, I hadn't even noticed the avocado thing. I'm still trying to figure out whatever the hell StareCon is. For completing all of the chess pieces, we need to head into any of the game's chapters that have us starting at the waiting room. On the countertop is a monitor with a chessboard of all the pieces we've collected. Once you've collected them all and click on the monitor, we're transported to this weird monochrome room where the orientation robot tells us it's our move. I, of course, have no idea what this means, so I just start messing with all the pieces, you know, like a child would. Unsurprisingly, this is not the secret to this room. No, instead, we need to look at this chessboard and make the winning move of our blue rook to take the red pawn. This earns us the KASPAROV achievement. Now, fun fact, this entire room is actually a reference to the 1996 game of chess, Kasparov versus Deep Blue. Deep Blue, a supercomputer, and Garry Kasparov would play against each other in 1996, where Deep Blue would make this exact move to beat Kasparov, marking the first time a supercomputer would beat a world champion in a game of chess. This is why the robot assistant announces all of this to us. So, you know, that's your little fun fact for the day. I guess you do learn something from a show and do video sometimes. Finally, our reward for collecting all of the game's constellations is the ability to actually play inside the title screen. Here, we can see some various Easter eggs like the rest of the cheese wheel that our cheese chunk came from. Most importantly, though, we can find this secret trophy, earning us the polite recognition trophy. With that, we had fully completed the main campaign, but no, we are still not done. There are still 3 major chunks of achievements that we've got remaining. First up is challenge mode. Challenge mode is essentially another full playthrough of Superliminal, only this time each room has certain restrictions on how many times you can grab objects objects and how many times you can jump. Like in this first room here, we can grab 2 objects, but we can't jump a single time. Now this is pretty difficult, seeing as the normal way you beat this room is to just use jump on these 2 kindergarten blocks to get to the exit. Instead, you need to go to this little table that you usually completely ignore and use the chessboard as a ramp to the top block and then head through that exit. The important thing here too is that in most rooms you get exactly as many moves as objects you need to move, so you need to get the sizing right on each of them every time. I'm not going to go through every single room in challenge mode because that would literally just be explaining the entire game again, but I do want to call out some of the rooms that gave me some particular trouble. First up is this room here where we need to carry the pawn to the other side. Ordinarily, this one would be a piece of cake, but to boost the difficulty, they've actually added these glass boxes here to make placing the pawn actually pretty annoying, as most of the time it results in me placing the pawn all the way into the back of this room.
No! God dang it. No! No! Okay, no, this has got to be the one. That means I need to go a little bit back, and I was completely off. That can't miss. And yet it missed. No! Why am I so bad at this? This should be easy. This is breaking my brain. This maybe, and then it'll fall. Okay, nice. Okay, that was it.
This room also tripped me up a lot, as getting the block to shrink all the way down to be able to fit on this button with just one movement is nearly impossible. I struggled with this for about 10 minutes before realizing that this puzzle is actually way easier if you use the wood paneling from the secret area. The same cannot be said for the next room though, as the only solution is to just perfectly place the block on the very first attempt. The rest of chapters 1, 2, and 3 are pretty uneventful, but chapter 4 is where it really gets interesting. You may remember that most of the chapter was honestly just kind of walking through the dark halls with not a ton of puzzles. Because of that, challenge mode has turned the entire chapter into one continuous room, meaning to beat the entire chapter, you only get 7 jumps and 1 object move. Now this is particularly notable as there are several times in which you'd really want to move objects, mainly these oxygen tanks here and both red exit signs to see in the dark rooms. The first red exit sign I believe is required, otherwise the other pathway won't even form, so we'll have to find alternative solutions for the other 2. And honestly, even if this wasn't required, you'd want this sign anyways. The convoluted box maze here could easily lose you like half of your given jumps, even when you can tell what you're doing. Luckily, for the first oxygen tanks, if we just jump here, we can squeeze one by. For the second exit signs, there's just a few simple box jumps that we can do blind, which is honestly good practice for the speedrunning achievements that we'll need to tackle later on. The rest of challenge mode is pretty much what you'd expect, with most of the rooms just taking a couple attempts, and me still struggling with the same ones I did the first time around, like the bouncy house and the doors. The King Void room thing at the end is pretty interesting, as you only get 3 moves. So now, instead of placing the kings on each tile you want to walk on, you instead need to place it in the cracks between the tiles so it's covering 2 at a time. And with that, I had completed Superliminal's challenge mode. Next up is the game's custom mode. Yes, this is actually a complete level editor where you can make your very own dreams using the game's mechanics. This is honestly a really cool feature that unfortunately most people just use to make levels to get their achievement and then get out, which is exactly what I'm going to do today. First up, we need to import our own 3D object into the game to use for a level. I, of course, don't have any 3D models just hanging around on my computer, so I had to make an account on a site called TurboSquid, which is like this website where you can download a ton of 3D assets for games or whatever, and I don't know why this is sounding like an ad read now. Unfortunately for me though, most of the assets on this site require you to pay to get the download files, so no way I'm doing that. So I scroll through the like 12 free assets on the site and settle on this Minecraft head that I'm praying to God is just some YouTubers and not some like weird not safe for work thing.
Whoa! Minecraft head! Cool. Oh wow, this is actually really cool.
I can actually upload my Minecraft head for others to use to grab an achievement. So this is now officially in the Superliminal database. For the last achievement, I just need to upload my own custom level into the game's Steam Workshop. So I go all out and make a level I think you guys are really gonna like a lot. With the workshop achievements finished, we had just 2 achievements left, and these were by far the hardest in the game. Beat the game in under an hour, and beat the game in under 30 minutes. And seeing as the speedrun world record for this game is just 21 minutes long, this is no easy task. Luckily though, I had now played through the entire game 3 times normally, and 1 additional time in challenge mode, so I'm pretty familiar with each of the game's rooms. In fact, on my very first attempt, I'm able to easily clear the under an hour achievement. The 30 minutes one would not come nearly as easily though. Let me point out some of the rooms that I struggled with the most. First up, we've got the smashed window room, as quickly placing this block on top of the button was a gigantic headache. So many attempts I would just not get it small enough or it would just not fit through the second window, and it was just a real pain. Next up, we've of course got the stupid exit box sign maze, as I've gotten lost in here more than a few times, completely costing me entire runs. A room that has never gave me issue before is this fan room, as sometimes when you're going fast...
That's not good. That's quite bad actually. How does that even happen? What? How does that even happen?
I would say that the bouncy castle room killed like 90% of all my runs. Seriously, I hate this room so freaking much I can't even describe it. Like getting the exact right size to both jump up and then trying to place a stupid castle correctly is just so annoying. Oh my god.
What? Why can't I go through? Am I too big?
Even when I was first starting out, I would get extremely close, only being like 2 or 3 minutes away from the target time. However, this became infinitely easier once I pick up a couple time-saving tricks. One of the biggest principles to keep in mind is that the bigger you are, the faster you walk. So whenever you're given the opportunity to grow or shrink in a doorway, try and make it as small as possible while still allowing you to fit through, as you'll cover more land that way. Or like in this room with the collapsing die, it's quickest to just place the die down and try and jump through the rubble as opposed to expanding one of the individual pieces. Or here in the dark pit room, if you just go to the left instead of the right, there's actually a pathway that is not only shorter but doesn't require a jump. Or in the alarm clock room, you don't actually need to stack these super high, as the player's jump goes a lot further than you might think, especially if you do what's called a long jump, where you continue holding down the spacebar after jumping, giving you even more height. Even with all these changes though, I'm just shy of the 30 minutes, so I watched through a couple speedruns to learn some techs, and these, while difficult to pull off, were just the boost I needed to hit my goal time. One of the biggest tricks I learned was resizing an item while you're standing on it. If you're standing on an object but you want it to be bigger, you can jump, quickly pick up the item, and then let go of it at the peak of your jump, and it will have grown in size. This is important when you need to reach a high ledge, but the block you have needs to be too big for you to reach with your jump, and also needs to reach the ledge. This is notably significant in this section in chapter 2, as it prevents the need to grab the second block at all, skipping an entire room. I practiced this for a good like 45 minutes, as if you can get good at it, it ends up saving you like a full like 30 seconds to a minute. In this room with the Green King, you can also just put the block right underneath the scaffolding and reach the ledge with the long jump instead of walking all the way around. Here in this room with the back office, you usually need to go and grab the die from way back there, but if you actually just jump on the velvet rope here and do a long jump, you can make it to the ledge. Also, if you place the bouncy house inside the vent first, it makes it way easier to place onto the door ledge. Besides that, it's just good executions and memorization of puzzles, and I'm finally able to get the achievement. This only took me about 4 hours of grinding, honestly, which I was surprised by. I ended off with a time of 29:13, which is by no means record-breaking, but you know, I'm still proud of it. And with that, I had gotten every single Steam achievement and 100%ed Superliminal. Now all that was left was to sit back and relax. And I know just the place to do it. Yes, Jungle's Bistro actually does open, it's just closed for your first playthrough. The developer said it was because first-time players were actually getting lost and spending all their time unearthing every single tile of Jungle's Bistro, when it was really just supposed to be a fun little Easter egg. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me know what games you'd like to see me 100% next, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!